Welcome back to CypherCon, everybody. And today we will be doing introduction to Cypher System with Sean K. Reynolds. Sean is a fantastic game designer and writer for many of our favorite Cypher System books like Stay Alive, Claim the Sky, God Forsaken, and so much, much more. So Sean, today, tell everybody exactly what a cipher is in Cypher System.
Cypher System, its heart is the ciphers. Ciphers are little one-use abilities that your character has, and they change from session to session. In a fantasy game, they might be potions or scrolls, and you use them once and they're gone. In a superhero game or a sci-fi game, they might be some sort of high-tech gizmo, and you use it and it's gone. It's just a way to kind of like change up the dynamic of what your character can do and how you can solve problems in a game session on a session-by-session basis. Like if you have a one-use teleportation cipher, and that allows you to escape something really bad in that session, or allows you to get past a really cool obstacle, the GM should think, well done, yeah, you got past that thing in a creative way, and next session you don't have that particular cipher anymore. You'll probably find some other ones that'll do different things. And it means that your character is always kind of fresh and different from session to session. And whether it's an actual physical device that your character is carrying, or some sort of blessing, or the luck of the gods, or maybe your character's had a, to use a television show metaphor, like maybe the writer of that episode was feeling kind of crazy and gave you something, weird that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It happens a lot in superhero sort of stuff. Comic books like, oh yeah, this was a one-off. That's why I was able to shoot those 5 robots. Or, oh, I put up this one shield to give me extra armor against so-and-so's flame attack, just because I thought I've been holding on to that one just in case someone with fire powers came up. And the neat thing about ciphers is that because we want you to use them, we want you to have them in play. It's part of in the same way that you want the warrior to swing their sword, you want the wizard to cast their spells, you want all characters to use their ciphers, because they're going to be more. We promise you there will be more. Just use them up, you're going to get more. And that is how we keep things fresh. But we enforce that in the game by making every character have a limit to the number of ciphers that they can carry. So if you are full up on ciphers, if you have 2 and you find a cache of more ciphers, like it's a chest full of potions and scrolls, you're like, oh, do I hold on to this thing that's good against poison so I can get that teleportation scroll? Or do I leave the teleportation scroll there, hold on to the poison thing, because I heard there's giant spiders in this dungeon? And so, like, I'm sure you've played in a game where you have every single potion and scroll that your character ever finds. There's that one player who never uses anything. And like, oh, you're 13th level, you still have that potion of healing that you found in your level 2. Okay, that'll cure 5 hit points. You have 130 hit points now. Why are you bothering to keep that in your character? You should have used that long ago and found something else cool. So Cypher System puts that limit in there to say, look, just use it. We want you to have fun. We want you to play your characters. We want you to be doing all these fun new things. I'm going to give you more ciphers. Use them, try them out, and it'll make a good story. And that's the heart of the Cypher System.
Sweet. Now, one little follow-up to that, Sean. You made a mention about, ciphers taking the form of potions and scrolls and so on and so forth. But what about the idea? Could they take the form of something else, like maybe an inspiration or, a non-physical idea?
Certainly, yes. And depending on the genre, that might be the only sort of ciphers that exist. Like in a modern day sort of setting, if you were doing something like Mission Impossible, you wouldn't necessarily have physical ciphers. It's just like, oh, I need to go and jump from this cliff and land on the plane. Well, we have a type of cipher called a subtle cipher that works basically the same way. It's not a physical thing. So when Tom Cruise is leaping off the cliff to grab the plane, he uses that subtle cipher that eases his task by 3 steps, or gives him a natural 20 that he can use. And it's not like he's got physical items. But in a James Bond sort of scenario, yeah, James Bond probably has 2 or 3 weird little gizmos that he's gotten from headquarters, and he's going to use them. And then the next James Bond movie, he's going to have another set of them. So you can play it all subtle ciphers that aren't physical, all manifest ciphers that are actual physical objects, or a mix of the 2. And if you're, for example, in a superhero setting, like you might have subtle ciphers for everybody, but you could have like the Tony Stark character who's always building stuff, and that character has physical manifest ciphers. So it makes that character also just kind of have their own unique flavor of, yes, I've got these physical things, and yes, I can pass that to you if you need it.
Nice. So that's great. Thanks for the information. So anyone watching this and you have any more questions about ciphers, join the Cypher Unlimited Discord Introduction to Cypher System channel. And from us at the CU, we will see you later.